When ESPN called us, it was clear that their excitement about this project was very, very high.
Our goals were to create a big event feel for the theme, and overarching throughout the production to have authenticity toward Africa and just African music in general.
The scale of this project was huge. We used musicians from all over the country and all over the world.
We've been working on this for almost 2 years now, collecting music, researching, and getting ready.
Strings, woodwinds, brass, vocals, percussion, everything is in this music.
And I think the thing that makes this project special is the melding of two styles. We have the African influences, and we also have a full American orchestral influence.
We're showing how two nations and two styles of music can come together for one goal.
At times, it is a struggle. We witness it. We feel it. We live it. But through it all, generation after generation, we never give up. How could we? Can you imagine what life would be like if they didn't persevere during an era that was far from great? If he never asked what we can do?
What you can do for your country.
If he didn't dream?
I have a dream.
If they did not show the world on our darkest day that our flag was still there? Tonight, here we are, united to see their journey. Two storied franchises. One, founded by a shipping clerk at the Indian Packing Company. The other, named after the proud steel mills that forged this great nation. Green Bay and Pittsburgh, where the game of football is in their blood. This is so much bigger than just a football game. These two teams have given us the chance for one night, not only to dream, but to believe. This is a celebration of their journey, of our journey.
The following is an exclusive presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
As you travel from Western Europe and you hit England, this is the country's first tee. This is Royal St. George's, just off the English Channel, hosting the 140th playing of the Open Championship. And this year's favorite, 22-year-old Rory McIlroy from Northern Ireland, he set the golf world abuzz with his record win at the U.S. Open. Now he's ready for his first start since in about 8.5 minutes. And we'll be here live for that. And following him to the first tee, world number one Luke Donald, looking for his first major here on home soil. This morning has dawned damp and dull in England. We're going to have some wetness during the day. It's going to be windy. The English fans will be watching Donald and Westwood. All the hopes from the United Kingdom. They'll be watching the best golfers in the world. 1/3 of the field Americans, and someone set to break through here. On this dark day, light from the past, 51-year-old Mark Calcavecchia, former Open champ, is atop the leaderboard early. The stage is set for the next line of history to be written here on the southeast coast of England.
tradition.
Here he goes. See you later. And he's got it. Touchdown! Touchdown!
ABC Sports, Championship Television.
It was December 4, 1926. The longest-running intersectional college football series would begin. Notre Dame and Southern California. That was 6 years before the famous peristyle would grace the skyline of Exposition Park in Los Angeles, and the Coliseum would become one of the great sports arenas of the world. The University of Southern California wanted the series. Notre Dame's crafty coach Knute Rockne took his time accepting the invitation, but he finally agreed, and the games across the 76 years of play have given the history book of college football some of its finest chapters. This will be the 11th time the outcome of a game between the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Southern California Trojans will have impact on the national championship of college football. Number 76 coming up here on ABC Sports.
This is ABC Sports, home of the Bowl Championship Series and the National Championship Game.
Eight elite teams, 7 conference champions, 4 undefeateds, 3 days of action, 2 Heisman winners, and in the end, 1 national champion. On Tuesday night in the FedEx Orange Bowl, the #1 ranked USC Trojans and the #2 rated Oklahoma Sooners return to the game's greatest stage. This year's star-studded national championship features 4 of the 5 Heisman Trophy finalists, including the past 2 winners of the most prestigious individual award in sports. Monday night, the Nokia Sugar Bowl takes center stage as Bourbon Street hosts the SEC champion Auburn Tigers, who look to complete their perfect season with one last spectacular show. Trying to steal the spotlight is ACC champion Virginia Tech. Tonight, we'll turn your attention to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, where the Utah Utes look to write the final chapter of their Cinderella story. But Big East champion Pittsburgh, who had a fairy tale season of their own, hope they're the perfect fit for the glass slipper. But coming up next in the Rose Bowl presented by Citi, 2 of college football's most storied programs meet for the first time ever. The Michigan Wolverines face the Texas Longhorns in the granddaddy of them all. Step right up as college football's top acts give their final performances.
ABC Sports and the LPGA welcome you to third-round coverage of the Kraft Nabisco Championship.
Every fall, the ritual is renewed. The annual pilgrimage to Belmont Park for the Fall Championship meeting. Today in our marquee event, the Ruffian Handicap, the ladies have the spotlight. We'll watch as the Bobby Frankel-trained Sightseeing tries to live up to her press clippings as one of the best older fillies in the world. She's never lost a race at Belmont Park and will be a prohibitive favorite to win against a field of 4. With John Velasquez replacing the injured Jerry Bailey in the irons. And today will be a day for youth. We'll get a look at 2-year-old colts in the Futurity Stakes, a race that's been won in the past by the likes of Secretariat and Affirm. The 2-year-old fillies in the Matron Stakes include Sense of Style, who burst onto the scene with eye-opening wins in her first 2 starts. From Belmont, we'll head north to Toronto, where 2 of the True North's champion horses, Soaring Free and Perfect Soul, tried to defend Canada's honor against an American contingent in the Addo Mile, a 1-mile showdown on the grass. Join us over the next 2 hours for NTRA's Super Saturday, Sunday edition. Next on ABC Sports. We are live at Belmont Park on this Showdown Sunday for the Thoroughbred Horse Racing set. We will have 3 of our 4 races coming to you from Belmont.
For the second time ever, the most prestigious annual event in American skating is...
ABC Sports presents the 2003 World Golf Championships. Today, from Kiel Island, South Carolina, it's third round coverage of the World Cup.
The Mets have returned to New York.
This is Lassen Millaging and watching Mets Weekly.
This week, it's the best of edition of Mets Weekly.
Hi, I'm Amanda Cole, and you're watching the pitching edition of Kids Clubhouse. That's right, it's the pitching edition.
Simply amazing. The story of the 1986 New York Mets.